Would you guys mind going back down the line, saying your name, your title, and which documentary that you worked on?
My name is Mark Nayataki. I'm a junior and I work on the female sports documentary. And I was a co-writer, emotional support, and I was the historian.
My name is Cullen Davis. I'm a senior, and I worked on the Underdog documentary, and I was the point of contact and a co-essay writer.
My name is JC Christian. I'm a senior. I worked on the underdog story, and I was the cameraman.
Would you guys mind just going a little bit into detail on just what your topic or theme for your documentary meant to you?
Well, working on the female documentary as a man, it was an interesting experience for sure. Definitely broadened my horizons. I'm not really into sports like that, so getting involved with the athletic teams really meant a lot to me, and it was an experience that I'll keep for the rest of my life.
So for me, working for the Underdog documentary went close to home. I ran track here, so I understand the situations of being an underdog sport and having a sport that doesn't get that much recognition. So to be able to work with Coach Bean and other coaches to help bring spotlight to ASU and some of the positive things they've done and their winning ways meant a lot to shed that light on them and give them the recognition that they deserve.
So pretty much you stole my answer, but I'm going to elaborate on it.
Oh, you ran track?
Besides the track. But for the most part, I worked on the underdog story, just being able to pretty much give some light that some of these underdog teams, giving them light that they deserve because of the fact that they actually are the ones that win most of the championships besides the main teams that really don't win that many championships and don't get to that national level. So it was just a pretty good experience because they elaborate a lot about their challenges as well as being underdog teams here at Alabama State.
And with each of your guys' title, would you mind just going into detail about some of the highs and lows throughout this entire experience?
Well, I believe the title of our documentary was
No, like title, your position.
Oh, okay. Well, as a co-writer slash editor slash emotional support, it was. Could you repeat the question? I'm sorry, I think I misunderstood.
So would you mind just going into detail about what your position all entailed and the highs and lows of it throughout this semester?
Well, the position I was given originally as the historian, I was told to get and obtain information that would help with the documentary, but a lot of things fell through, so we were posed to get information outside of the historian. So that was definitely a low. It wasn't a high. And I guess the high was the communication within our group that allowed us to obtain the information by any means necessary.
So for me, being a point of contact, I was pretty much responsible for communicating with the coaches, setting up the interviews. The highs of it was that I was able to be very, very communicative with the coaches and be a middleman between our group and them to let them know, what to expect, how to answer some questions, and kind of get us on the right path. The lows of it was definitely trying to be flexible with scheduling interviews, given that they travel and they have different things that they're doing on their end. So it was kind of tough trying to schedule things, especially in the tight window that we were trying to film. But all in all, I think it went pretty good, and we was able to put out an amazing product.
So for me as a cameraman, some of my responsibilities was to make sure that the sound was right, the angles were right, the lighting was okay. So pretty much everything that was making the interview go on. Some of the highs with that was just pretty much most of the interviews being in here was pretty much easy to get their good side, make sure that sound was well. Some of the lows was just trying to make sure that some of the scheduling was pretty much on our time as well as theirs. So it's getting some of the B-roll of them practicing because some of those teams practice early in the morning, some of those teams practice late at night. So just being a student and being able to, continue to produce this documentary was some of the lows.
And my last question would have to be, if you guys were given the chance, would you do it all over again, and would you go into detail about it?
I'd firmly say yes. It was an experience that I really never thought that I would have the opportunity to participate in, given my concentration and to work with the cameras, or at least to look at them and admire how cool they are. It was really an experience that I really just can't put into words. So yes, I would definitely do it. It broadened my horizons. It was a great experience overall.
Yes, I would do it again. I enjoyed working with my group. I enjoyed putting something together, especially in a film format. Never really did anything in cinema or documentary, so it was something new for me. And doing it once now, I believe I learned a lot that could make it even better if I had to do it all over again. So yes, I would definitely do it again.
No, I'm playing. Yes, I would. For the most part, it's just something to kind of add on to the resume, something to add on a little bit to a little more into some of the documentaries that I've done in the past. It was a great experience just interviewing some of the coaches that I've interviewed. Over the time of me being here at Alabama State University, it was just honestly a great time to kind of reconnect with some of them and just learn a little bit more about the story of their teams.
Thank you guys so much.